I like racing in tight packs in the draft at Talladega.
3 lanes of drafters at 190 plus miles an hour.
You have to be two-faced. You have to, hey buddy, how you doing? I'm gonna draft with you. Nope, not no more. I'm gonna draft with this guy over here. It's my friend.
I love watching Talladega when I wasn't racing in it, but there's so much that you can't control at Talladega.
I know it's going to happen, but they're not going to be able to stop it.
Talladega would kind of be the race where you can really get swept up into something and not even know which direction you're going.
We now have the big one here.
The big wreck certainly on the mind of the championship contenders and all the other drivers today. Rusty, you've been in the big wreck. What's it like? Does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts big time, and it's real scary, too. I mean, this is the wreck I have of Dale Earnhardt Sr. in 93. Car goes airborne, it starts flipping, and at that point right there, it went to the sky, and it came straight down, and when it landed, Alan, I remember looking at my left hand going, where's my hand going? Why isn't it on a steering wheel? Well, it broke my wrist off, it broke my bones. I got a pin in it right now because of that. But the body's flying off, the motor's trying to fly out of it, the car's self-disintegrating. And it's like, man, I mean, this is the closest thing to losing your life I've ever went through in my life. It was a horrible wreck. I was unconscious. I woke up in a helicopter. I finally was in the hospital. And when I was out of there, I was black and blue and tore up and going, how did I just make it out of this one?
So the
ESPN's coverage of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series on ABC. Brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of NASCAR. Hanes, look who we've got our Hanes on now. Napa Auto Parts, Napa, get the good stuff. And Subway Restaurants, Subway, eat fresh.
Back here to see if Edwards got it.
And the big one has happened at Talladega. Carnage all over the front straightaway here at the exit of pit road. Cars that have just been ripped apart. Martin Truex.
Blue on the 83, guys. Right front tire on the 83. Saw the rest of it.
The front of his car, number 1, is gone. There's the 83 car of Brian Vickers. They were 3 wide, back for about 30 spots. No room for anywhere to go.
We heard him say there that the right front tire might have blown on the 83 to create all of this situation. Just as they got to the tri-oval.
It's definitely flat. The car's going everywhere. We couldn't hardly keep up with where they were going.
David Gilliland, who had already gone to a backup car after being involved in that shunt on Friday afternoon with Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s right rear tire. Martin Truex had such a good car.
They're putting the red flag out now to stop because there's so much debris down here.
They will bring the cars around and stop them at the entrance of pit road, and good to see the drivers able to climb out. Dale Earnhardt Jr., by the way, is the leader. He had taken the lead just a moment ago before this happened. There's Brian Vickers.
These cars were all running so tight and so close to each other that, you know, they had to be touching each other. Maybe that's what happened with the right front tire on this 83. But, man, you just knew something was going to happen as close as these guys were running.
Here we go. You can see Vickers right there in the middle. He's up towards the front of the pack because Dale Jr. is the leader of the race.
Oh,
right there.
Man.
Yeah, tire blows.
Well, he just misses the 31. 9 cars involved into the 38.
Look at Bobby Labonte. He's fishing his way through that. I'm telling you, he missed 2 or 3 guys by inches. Then you see Martin Truex had a hard lick on that inside wall.
How did the 31 not get hit here? Watch the car come across right to Burton, right there.
Oh, that was
goodness.
close.
Well, didn't we say in the top of this you had to be lucky? So that's one of those times it was lucky. You see Terry Labonte spinning down through there in the 45 car.
70 of Tony Raines involved.
Come on, buddy. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Caution's out. Nice job. Blue tire.
These guys are just riding along in their draft.
Yeah. Well, Martin Truex, just a victim.
Yeah, he had a great car. He'd pushed Junior to the front here.
Harvick's view looking across from the 29 car.
And you see Jeff Burton right there. He's on the bumper of Brian Vickers, but he's able to sneak by Rule right there.
That is the Allstate Good Hands move of the race. The 31 car of Jeff Burton and the 29 of Kevin Harvick. Two of the Richard Childress cars somehow making a move to be able to get by. Watch it again from the front angle.
When all of this happens, you're just sitting there trying to drive straight through and hoping that somebody doesn't come across, just like you see right there, and collect you in it. And it's just a matter of if it's your day and you were lucky to make it through when it happens that close to the front.
Here at Talladega, Alabama, in the Amp Energy 500, a 9-car wreck coming through the tri-oval that started near the front of the field. That one car you're looking at landed basically, our pit studio is right on the other side of that wall, and Martin Truex Jr. hit about 5 different times in that wreck. And yet, due to the safety advances in these cars, he popped the window net down, he popped out of the car. He wasn't too happy, but he walked away. It was amazing just watching that car come at us, the number of hits he took in that one wreck.
We saw this thing come from a way off. He was coming right at us. He kept hitting, finally landed, like you said, Alan, underneath of us. But, you know, the inside wall really did a good job saving his butt right there. There's no doubt about that. But cars really tore up bad right now.
Take a look at our sprint monster moment. Right up toward the front of the pack. This whole thing started with the 83 car right of the screen.
Yeah, Brian Vickers, just right front tire goes down. I don't know if he got to someone earlier or something caused that tire to go down, but well, he took a lot of race cars with him. Unfortunately, it could have been a bigger wreck, though, as we've all talked about. Jeff Burton did a great job of staying out of that wreck, as well as Bobby Labonte and some of those guys. But poor Martin Truex was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
We talked about Martin Truex a minute ago, taking a lot of hits. Look at him. He's about to be number 4 into that wall. Then he comes down and hangs a left and hits the wall again. Jamie, 5 hits, but he's okay.
He's okay. He's kind of smiling when you walked out of there, Martin. How frustrating was that, and what did you see and feel?
Well, it's frustrating, certainly. I mean, we had a great car. The guys just got to thank everybody at ECR for their engines and all the hard work back in the shop. We had a great race car. We're out there towards the front, racing for the lead. I was having a lot of fun, drafting with Junior and them. And the 83 was right there inside me, and his right front tire exploded. I heard bam, bam, like a shotgun going off, and just along from the ride from there. So it's unfortunate. Had a rough week last and another one this week, but the guys are working hard. Our cars are fast, and that's what really matters. So I'm pretty happy with that. Just gonna have a bit of a headache tonight, I think.
Well, it's good to see he's okay. Martin Truex Jr. led laps the last 2 weeks, but again, he is out. Shannon?
Jamie, down here with Mike Skinner, who pulled his car into the garage, and then you started working on this car with these guys. Do you think you're going to be able to get it back out?
I'm a truck driver. That's how we roll over there. But, yeah, Jimmy and these guys will get this Red Bull Camry back out. That was kind of a shame. We saw what was going on. We seen it happen and got it woed down and got into a car a little bit. I mean, everybody just started wrecking, and I don't think we was all that bad until a red car, I think it was a Budweiser car, I'm not sure, come down in front of us, and that caused a little bit more damage on a Red Bull Toyota here. But that was a shame. Car was pretty good, just kind of biding our time. And, our goal today was to miss that, and we didn't miss it. So we just get her patched up and do the best we can.
Yeah, we will see Mike Skinner get back to work on this 84, help his crew guys out. Jamie?
And David Gilliland has walked out of the medical center. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just disappointed, That's 2 tires that took out 2 of our cars this weekend, one in practice and one here in the race. So, unfortunate. Our Ford Drive 1 Fusion was pretty good today. We were just, kind of taking our time, going from the back to the front and just kind of being patient. And, just got involved in someone else's deals. So, it's just nature of this track. When stuff happens, the holes close up quick and you just run out of places to go. So, unfortunate. We got 2 tore-up race cars this weekend from blowing tires and, out of our control. So, a disappointing end of the weekend. We felt really good about coming in here and felt good about our chances. But not today. We'll have to get them next week.
Well, the Yates driver is always strong here at Talladega. Good to see he's okay. And the media over here talking to Brian Vickers. And, Brian, what did you feel?
I felt a bomb explode in my right front tire. I mean, it sucks, because, just so proud of the Red Bull effort. All the guys back at the shop put together a great car, Toyota, great engine. We led a lot of laps today. We had a car that could run up front all day. I don't think anyone can maintain the lead. It was just a matter of timing and who was going to be in the lead. But just coming down, went down to the tri-oval, and it didn't cut. It didn't, go flat. I mean, it exploded. I saw the right front fender going through the air before the front of the car even dropped. Very similar to what happened to Junior in practice.
Unfortunate for Brian Vickers. Of course, his one and only Cup Series win came right here at Talladega. Alan?
All right, Jamie, thanks. Good to see all those drivers fine after the 9-car wreck in the tri-oval. Now, scanning back through the cars, sitting under the red flag, that's Greg Biffle's 3M machine there, and it's carrying something extra.
It looks like he's got a complete tear-off of somebody's windshield. If you look to the right-hand side, Brad, it looks like the 00 car has got a whole front bumper underneath of it or something.
He's got something shoved up under that bumper. It looks like the official's going to give him a little bit of help there, and the 55 looks like he's pretty good looking on the right side. 00's pretty straight, but Greg's carrying an extra passenger there.
Now, Carl Edwards was hanging around at the back of the pack along with Greg Biffle and a couple other guys. Remember, Edwards just kind of played that odd pit strategy all day just to stay in the back of the pack. And Ray, as he picked his way through this wreck, being far back enough to react might have helped him.
Yeah, there looks like they're making a good call there. Plus, playing those video games, obviously, I'm sure he was just like playing another one there. But if you watch, he just slows down. He's on the brakes hard, which is good. Another good reason we run the big brakes on these cars. But you can see, very, very difficult to see. This is where your spotters really got to help you, and you got to slow down.
I tell you, the visibility was very, very poor, like you see there. I mean, I've been in these things before where you go through the smoke, and you're just hoping, and when you pull out of it, Brad, there's nobody sitting there. You know what? Most of the time there is.
Well, I mean, what strategy by Bob Osborne and Carl here? I mean, they're taking their time. They're picking their way up through the field, just running their own race today, and it's paid off for them on pit stops as well as right now into the caution.
And Jimmy Johnson, one of the other championship guys who will remember got a lap down early, has made some pit stops to repair his splitter. Here's riding through this with Jimmy.
Well, take a look at this, all this smoke. This is really tough on Jimmy right now. His spotter's saying back off. He's on the brake. He's just really calculating those moves through there. He gets through. Man, that was a great piece of driving out of Jimmy Johnson.
Little nervous moment there for Jimmy's crew chief, Dave.
Indeed it was. He's looking at the replay now, and I believe Jimmy's first words were, "I can't believe we made it through that." And after the start here today, Chad, I guess he should be surprised, right?
There's a 22 right in front of Dale Jr.
He's got some good help right there with that 88 car pushing. See that? He gets a big shove up through the middle.
Yeah, I didn't think Dale Jr. was going to want to stay down that bottom. You get down that bottom and you're trapped there.
That was a close call right there.
Woo.
Oh, got trouble up front.
Biffle right in front of Junior.
Carl
Kenseth is
Edwards.
in it.
Oh, and turns Quapple into the outside wall.
And
Kevin, a lot of chasers involved in this one.
Oh,
17.
When you get off there, if you could drive it.
This is definitely the big one we were looking for, guys. I was hoping we had not seen, or we had seen it and we wouldn't see this, but
these guys hung back all day, and that's what they get in then.
We don't have any brakes.
we told her, look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car all torn up in the front. We mentioned Talladega could be the turning point in the chase.
This is definitely a turning point for these guys right here.
Yes.
All these chasers involved.
Carl Edwards all day long tried to stay out of trouble. You see Juan Pablo Montoya head of the garage area, 17 involved.
Your teammates there in the 99 took you guys out.
Biffle's car's destroyed.
Be interesting to see on the replay exactly what did happen.
Travis Quapple, the pole sitter, brand new car. Heavy damage on his car after having such a great run. 22, Dave Blaney. Harvick also damaged. He's sitting on pit road there, right side and left front damage.
Do you need another pen, Doc? I see you writing all these numbers down. Are you out of ink?
I'm running out of ink as writing people down in this incident here. Again, Biffle, Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kenseth. 29 of Harvick. There's Carl Edwards, who had spent all day trying to stay out of trouble, trying to dodge people on pit road, even pitting a lap late to stay away from contact.
Yeah, that's frustrating to have a car as good as Travis Quapple had today to end like that.
Yeah, and he was almost by it, got clipped in the right rear, and that's what's so frustrating for him.
Let's show you again here. 14 laps to go. And the big one, 2, takes place.
You can see these guys coming on the high side. See Carl Edwards and Greg Biffle up on the high side. making a real run. You see Blaney gets turned a little bit there, but that was okay. That looked like that could be big. But the trouble's going to start right up here in the front whenever, looks like maybe the 99 gets into the back of the 16. That's all 3 Roush cars that it takes out right there. Dale Jr.
Look at Jimmy Johnson just squeezed by this. There's still some wrecking ahead of even of Jimmy Johnson yet.
We talk about bump drafting. It's hard to see from that angle we were right there, but bump drafting in the corners, you have to believe that Biffle got a shot right there. I don't think that the car would just turn sideways. Jimmy Johnson right there in the middle, just behind Kevin Harvick, who was involved in the accident, but Jimmy Johnson's going to slip through. See Jeff Burton down the apron. Let's watch right here.
Still 3, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
And right there, you cannot touch somebody right there on that left rear corner.
You just can't keep hitting them, especially in that corner. You got the wheels turned already, and you just have to lay off right at that point. As much as you're wanting to help move forward.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s onboard camera. You see the contact right in front of him there, and he'll have nowhere to go.
1 inside, spin in front of you. Come on, come on, come on. We're in it, guys. Keep digging there. You're clear low when you get around them.
Yeah, that's a hard hit, too.
There you go. Come on, when you get off there, if you can drive it.
See, Junior chose to get up in that outside line. He saw them moving, but wasn't expecting that to happen. Wow, that 48 car was just amazing getting through there, too.
This is Kevin Harvick now. See, he kind of gets by this first part right here.
All right. Come on, stand it. We're in it.
Yeah, then he got hit 2 or 3 different times.
These are the moves that can win a championship. Watch Jimmy Johnson.
Go the middle, go the middle. Hell yeah, watch this, still crashing. Go down, go down, go down. Watch him, watch him.
See the 55 get hit from behind back there by Kevin Harvick, who Michael looked like he was getting by it, but Jimmy Johnson, that was just
and Reagan. David Reagan did a great job getting through there.
Yeah, that's a
he
great
drove
job
through all of that
by those 2 drivers.
Let's listen to Jimmy's radio.
Did not hit a thing. Sam, riding around dead last from here on out. There's only like 5 cars left. Can't we at least try to go for the win? No, you have no idea how lucky we are. I mean, I'm telling you what. We better still think lucky, too, because it's not over. But I was just teasing. Did you hit it?
On lap 68, they're involved. The 29, Kevin Harvick involved. Others who are non-chasers of the 41 of Soren. Down across the racetrack, both he and teammate Clint Boyer.
Still inside. In front of you, in front of you. Stay down, slow her down, come on. Still wrecking. Easy. Tiptoe through there, go ahead and pull up a little bit. We're getting through this, guys. Piece of cake, good job.
Jeff's wife, Kim Burton, can't imagine.
Carl got into Greg too hard, and he turned him sideways, and that caused the big wreck. Some days are harder than others. It's a real hard day. Talladega is a tough place. You come here and you run around the back, which they did, and try to stay out of trouble, trying to avoid somebody else's.
As far as I could, and I just couldn't miss it. 16 got wiped out, and he wiped me out somehow.
3 teammates involved in that. Glad to see Matt Kenseth. Okay, we'll move over here to Carl Edwards. Carl, we saw the replay of the video. You and the 16 got together. What happened there that led to all this?
I was just pushing Greg as hard as I could. It's my fault, and I apologize. Everybody caught up in that wreck. I mean, we'd been pushing each other a lot, and it had been going really well. And he just, I just pushed him. I guess we got in exactly.
Out a victory in NASCAR Sprint Cup 2005. Dale Jarrett able to get by Tony Stewart and Matt Kenseth to take the victory. The last time. Regan Smith, the rookie behind him. Menard is there. Sadler is there. Here comes Elliott Sadler.
Yeah, he's not getting any help, though. He made a great move there, but nobody wanted to go with him.
I can't believe that these guys at DEI cars are going to be satisfied with 2nd and 3rd. They're going to have to go for it here.
Now watch the 31 and the 07. Teammates for Childress, Burton, and Boyer.
They want to try.
Run single file.
They're all wanting to go, but everybody's just filling that spot, so they're not getting that opportunity.
David Reagan hasn't won. Regan Smith, the rookie. Paul Menard is there. Tony Stewart has never won at Talladega in a NASCAR Sprint Cup car.
He's going to have to do a lot of blocking right here. They've got to run on him. Got to run.
Here they come. come.
I can't go down there and do that, though.
Actually, I think it's legal on the last lap. He might have got it right there. I think it's legal on the last lap. We're looking next door to see.
Below the yellow line. It was below.
We still haven't got an indication, but it looks like Regan's fifth won this race.
Why would it be legal on the last lap?
That's what they were
187.
You heard Tony Stewart, some of those guys commenting on you can't go below the yellow line to make that pass. There's Tony inside the car. We are waiting to get definitive information from NASCAR.
He definitely passed below the yellow line pretty much the whole way.
John Darby and Mike Kelton are having a discussion.
We'll see. Good effort.
Here's the replay again. Watch a 0-1.
And he got forced down there. I mean, Tony Stewart actually forced him down a little bit.
Well, yeah, if you're going to consider that he only, yeah.
They are saying Tony Stewart has won the race. Tony Stewart is the official winner here at Talladega. They would not allow that pass below the yellow line.
That's the only way that can be. You can't go. You can't race one way for 187 laps and change on the last lap. You have to be able to protect the same deal.
One at Talladega. Woo!
It's a great win for Tony Stewart and his team.
And the 43-race winless streak for Tony Stewart ends on a wild afternoon at Talladega, Alabama. Bobby Labonte, best run of the year for the King Richard Petty's car number 43, and Bobby Labonte, the former winner here. Scott Riggs, how about Riggs finishing in 8th place, Robbie Gordon 9th, and Jimmy Johnson coming home in 10th. But it's all about Smoke finally getting it done at Talladega. Jamie.
Oh, and it's a Gatorade bath as he prevails in victory lane. Tony, Greg Zeppedelli, your crew chief, told me this morning the way this year has gone, he's been numb. There's been no feelings. What has it been like for you trying to get back to victory lane?
Yeah, I love you too, guys. Man, it's one thing to get back to victory lane, but to do it at Talladega, this is one of about 4 places I haven't won a cup race at. And man, talk about wanting to win. I've wanted to win here for so long. I got so many friends down here, and Red Farmer and Donnie Allison and all these fans, man. I mean, there's so much orange up there, and I know this hasn't been one of my favorite places on the fan side. People haven't always liked me here, but this was for those guys up in the stands today.
Tony, take us through that last lap, especially the pass at the end. What was going through your mind?
Just don't get too big a gap behind me, and I knew with 3 DEI cars behind me it was going to be tough to hold on, but we got a really good push from Regan on the back stretch there, and I thought he was going to be able to stay on the bumper, and if he stayed there wasn't anybody going to get to us, but he got away from us there and got a gap, and he got a good run. Just had to try to protect at the end.
Congratulations, and 20 starts here at Talladega. Tony Stewart finally goes to victory lane. Alan?